The $263,000 heist. Why your grocery store is a psychological casino. What if I told you that every time you walk into a supermarket, you are stepping into a high-stakes heist where you are the one being robbed? You went in for milk, eggs, and bread. 3 simple items, yet somehow you walked out with 12 bags, a $147 receipt, and a rotisserie chicken you didn't even want. Is it a lack of willpower? Or is it the result of a $100 billion industry designed to break your brain? The architecture of deception. Think about the last time you saw a clock in a grocery store. Can't remember? That's because, just like a Las Vegas casino, supermarkets are designed to make you lose track of time. No windows, no clocks, just perfectly calibrated lighting and a slow-tempo soundtrack. Why the slow music? Because research shows it slows your walking pace, making you spend 38% more than you planned. You aren't shopping, you are being processed through a psychological maze. The milk trap and the eye-level tax. Have you ever wondered why the milk and eggs are always in the farthest back corner of the store? It's not a logistics issue, it's a revenue strategy. The store forces you to walk past thousands of impulse items just to get to the essentials. And once you reach the aisle, the manipulation goes vertical. Eye level is buy level. Brands pay millions in slotting fees to be exactly 5 feet off the ground, right where your eyes land. The real value? It's hiding on the bottom shelf, waiting for you to crouch down and find it. Sensory warfare. Why does the produce look so fresh? Those misting machines aren't just for hydration, they make the vegetables glisten, triggering a biological freshness cue that bypasses your logic. The smell of rotisserie chicken near the door? It's an appetite trigger designed to spike your hunger hormones before you even grab a cart. Speaking of carts, they've grown 40% larger in recent decades. Why? Because a half-empty cart creates psychological discomfort, whispering to your subconscious to fill the void. The narrow gauntlet. The final test is the checkout lane. Notice how narrow they are? They're designed to trap you in a queue, surrounded by high-margin sugar and gossip magazines. You're tired, your decision-making battery is drained, and you've been stationary for 3 minutes. This is the extraction zone. The profit margins on that candy bar are 60% higher than the actual food in your cart. They aren't selling you a snack, they're exploiting your exhaustion. The math of your manipulation. Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets painful. The average household spends about $180 a month on purely unplanned, unnecessary impulse buys. That feels small, right? But over 30 years, if you invested that money at an 8% return instead of handing it to the supermarket, you'd have $263,000. You're literally trading $250,000 for artisanal crackers and checkout aisle gum. Is that a trade you're actually willing to make? How to fight back. The survival guide. The store sees you as a psychology to exploit. To win, you must treat the supermarket like enemy territory. Step 1, never shop hungry. It's like shopping with impaired judgment. Step 2, organize your list by aisle and stick to the perimeter where the real food lives. Step 3, look up and look down. Ignore the eye-level trap. And finally, use the self-checkout to bypass the narrow impulse gauntlet. The final verdict. You aren't failing at discipline, you're fighting a losing battle against 100 years of behavioral science. The convenience of the modern grocery store is a carefully constructed weapon aimed at your savings account. The milk is in the back for a reason. The clocks are missing for a reason. Once you see the maze, you can finally stop being the lab rat. Shop with a plan or prepare to be part of the $263,000 extraction. If you're ready to stop being manipulated and start mastering your money, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've spent the time researching this so you don't have to. See you in the next one.